concentrate on my voice. All right. Now, can you see my screen? My screen. If you have any questions along the way, you can ask it. I am speaking slowly, as you can hear, so that you follow along. I don't normally talk this slow, but today I am because I want you to follow. Okay, so when you are given any data set, obviously this looks like it's from a company doing business. Gives you customer ID, the site, so it has two sites, A and B. It's showing you who has added something to their cart, who has not. It shows you who have purchased something, who has not, from which country they're buying from, Japan, US, UK. It shows you the age of who has bought. It shows you the gender, and it shows you how much time they spent online on your website. And then eventually, how much did they buy? How much they spend on your website? So all of this is very good information, but look at it. It's from page 2 to about, I think, 5,000. Now, as a business person or a manager, you can't go into 5,000 pages. And sometimes you're going to have millions, you know. So that is why statistics is important. The ability to go to collect and analyze large amounts of numerical data is what statistics is. Very, very simple. And that's what we're doing here, or that's what you as a data analyst needs to know how to do or does. Okay, so the first thing you should do when you receive any data, sorry, let me just check this out. I hope you can hear me. Can everyone hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is anybody awake on this May Day? All right, thank you. All right, so the first thing you should do when you receive data like this is try and put it in a table. Because when you put it in a table, then you're better able to manipulate it. So put your cursor anywhere on that sheet, to Control and T. And as you can see there, it has shown you, it has put that into a table, and you just say, okay. So can you see I've created the first table? Remember, you're creating tables for your formative assessment. So you can choose any, obviously the good thing with Excel is it actually gives you options. Excel is very intuitive, you know, gives you options, what numbers, what colors do you want to show you everything? How do you want to represent everything? Should we go with yellow today or should we go with green? Let's go with green. Why not? Um, and then the good part is, look at that, is also giving you this drop down arrows to be able to look things through. You can see, you can look through things. For instance, if you open there, it shows you all your data as regards country are there, as regards who purchased is there. And then if you even look here, it shows you the only options that have numbers, and everything's either in ascending or descending order. If you want, you can always go here and try and sort it out. Now, we are not sorting out today. Let us stick to what we're meant to be doing, right? Sorry. Okay, so let's start with what we're supposed to do. So number one, if you are doing any data, can you see the section here? It says non-applicable. Now, we don't know what non-applicable means, but these are the number of non-applicables we have. So if you want, you can leave it as non-applicable. Or if you want, you can replace it with something like not available, but NA still means that. So I'm not going to worry about that. So let me just select everything back. But what we're worried about, at least, is this. We've got, if you want to select a column, just go here and select the whole column for you. We have spaces here. Not everyone bought, obviously, but surely we don't want to have spaces in any Excel document. So what we can do is try and replace that with some value, maybe a 0. So first of all, can you look at, say, a table here? I have them in table already. So if I choose that, I will say I want a number, and the number or a currency. Let's go with currency. No, we're not in America, so we are in Britain. So we're going to go with pounds. Oh, no voice. Can you hear me now? Okay, all right. Maybe the tech decided to take a break and come back. Okay, so I'll say. So can you see I put in the figure there, but we want to put something there. Let's see. Can we put in? So if we go here, just like you do with your Word document, we say replace something. So we want to say replace the fields that have nothing with 0. So replace all. And it's decided to put a dash instead. That's fine, right? I would have preferred a 0, but my computer is maybe not wanting to do that today. So do that on yours. Okay, so another thing is if you want to go with numbers that are not too many decimal places, not great for you. So you can reduce the decimal places. If you go here to general again, see this table selected, table, or sorry, home. You go to home and then just go here. You can just go number and then reduce the value to 2 figures. And if you want to reduce it to no decimal places, you can just go here. Okay. We're going to leave it to 2 decimal places. Yeah. All right, so now our data is ready for us to work with. And I was just going there, just saying, everything's here for you. And there's also help there. Excel, if there's anything you need, Excel will show you what you need to do. Things like summation, you can do sums, average, counts, minimum, maximum. They're all here. We're going to do it manually now, but if you ever need to do it, just select the column and click on that and we'll do everything for you. But since today is our first basic class and percentages are here, we're just going to do it manually. Okay, so what's the first question? What's the first question? First question was something to do with what's the average, isn't it? Let me see. I had to go copy it and put it somewhere. Oh no, I didn't, did I? Okay, let me just go have a quick look. First question was, what's the average? Actually, let me copy all the questions and bring them here so that I'm not going back and forth too much. Question. Yeah, calculate the average. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Average, then the age range, then the youngest, then the total amount, then the average return, and standard deviation. Okay, so I'm just going to paste it there. You don't have to paste yours here, by the way. I'm just pasting mine here just so I see what we're working with. before I forget it again. It's not in my brain. Okay. So first thing first, average age. So we go with, leave that column there, just, because you don't want it to seem like you're adding to what's there already for now. So we just click anything. Maybe we go with this next one here and say average age. Remember, in everything to do with Excel, you start with an equal to open bracket and you will see it very easily. So you do the equal to sign, you open the bracket, say average. Can you see? So the average has been selected there for you already. Average, and what do we want? This column. Click here, age. Close the bracket. And if you look at the formula there, it shows you what you should write it. So if you prefer, you can put F1 semicolon F0001 or something like that. No, so it was 5001, something like that. But if you have a lot of numbers, you can't be going all the way down. So if you select that, it will do that for you. You just see enter and you'll say, hey, I corrected the formula for you. And you say yes. So that is the average age of your customer. So our customers are on average 32 years. So it means if we're selling things, we have to target people that are within that age range more than we should be targeting others. And then it says, what is the age range of the oldest and the youngest? So let's go with oldest and youngest first before we find the range. So to calculate range, we'll go with age maximum because obviously that's the oldest. There's no youngest in a cell. And age, minimum age. And then the maximum age will go with equal to, again, open bracket. Hope you're following. I'm going as slow as I can. I hope I'm slow enough. Equal to max. We just write max. Choose the max. And then choose the age column again. And close your bracket. And it will do everything for you again. So the maximum age of someone who bought from our website is 40 years. Isn't that great? Now let's see the youngest age of who bought from our website as well. So we'll do something similar. We just do equal to open bracket, minimum. Choose that column again. Close the bracket. 15. So the average age, we can calculate from there. So we got 40-year-old maximum, 15-year-old. And it's easy for you to check because if you go to the age over here, remember you drop down here. If you say, let's do it in ascending order. And you see the minimum age is 15. And let's do it in descending order. The maximum age is 40. Let's go back there. Anyway, let me not distort the table. So I'm just going to undo what I've done there with the age and let it sit the way it normally sits all over the place. Yeah, that's better. Because customers don't buy in sequence, although you can put yours in sequence if you want. So we now see, so what's the age range of whoever bought from us? Then obviously, what do we do there? Remember, I gave you guys a formula of what to do there. Okay. You just subtract. So you subtract 40 minus 15. You can do it in two ways. You can just say 40 minus 15, do it manually, or you can just say equal to, again, open bracket, choose the 40, do a minus in between, choose a 15. Come on, 15, yeah. And then close your bracket. So the range is 25. And that's just 40 minus 15. If you wanted, you could have, just done it. The thing you're going to find with Excel is there are different ways of doing similar things. But this is the easiest basic way we're going with today. All right, so total amount purchased. So total amount. So I want to know how much money we made from this lovely customers that have been coming to our website. So total amount they bought, uh, total amount purchased. And that is just calling for a summation, isn't it? So we're going to sum out all the money they spent. We just do equal to, open the bracket, yeah, do sum, put sum, there. Just choose that column because that's where its summation is, isn't it? And close the bracket. It will give you, they spent 80,000 in total on our website. That's not bad business. So, and then what should we look for? The standard deviation. So if you look at that, standard deviation, standard dev. Similarly, you just do equal to. Can you see everything starts with equal to? And then you just choose standard dev there. And what was the standard dev again? The amount spent. And you go there. And it gives you 100. Now, because that figure is a bit too long, I'm just going to go here and say we're looking for a number. So it makes it shorter. Obviously, we're not going to do that with the money because we don't want to reduce our money, do we? Okay, so what do we do next? We're now going to see which website is better then. So given everything we have here, how do we know which website is better? Well, this is time for pivot tables. So pivot tables would extract out what you need to know and show it to you so you don't have to go through the whole data. It makes your life easier. So first thing we do is just click on anywhere on the box, the first box we created. Go to insert over there and choose there, pivot tables. Pivot table is asking you, do you want to select from this range? And you say, yeah, I do. But then you don't want to put it on the same table. So you say, I want a new worksheet. It says, okay, then. And then it takes you to a new worksheet. So it opens a new tab for you. And can you see here? This is the pivot table. And this is where you select whatever you want to select based on what you want to know. And you will find in the second assessment, it will ask you different things. But let's go with the first. It says first site or second site. So we go here. So we choose site A and site B. So website A and website B. So the question was, which was the better site, isn't it? Now let's go with the money they spent first. So we just choose here, the values would open up by themselves. So it shows us down website A, customers spent 50,000, website B, they spent 29,000. And let's just go with time spent as well. Yeah, so they spent 153,000 minutes. And we can change that here just, because labeling is good, the right label is good. So if it's a website, change that. And this is very clear, isn't it? So when you create this, you can create any number of pivot tables you want, by the way. If you're going with how much you purchased, if you're going with which country, if you're going what age, you can see here, these are all valid based on, remember the KPIs? The KPI is what you've been asked. So we're only going with what you have been asked. So that's why we selected that. So when you create this pivot table for your assessment, you will copy it like this and paste it in your Word document. Very easy. So for now, I'm just going to copy it and paste it on the other sheet there, just so it's close to what we worked together. See? And anywhere you paste the pivot table, it will open up the values in case you want to add anything. So when you have other questions that have that, it's very easy for you to see, well, how many added to basket, how many did not, see, start adding things. But we don't want that for now because we don't want that, which country were they from, this kind of thing. Because we're not at that, so we're not going to go there. All right, so when you have that, obviously you will now write a good statement just to show that you're a very good statistician, data analyst, and you will say, the question was, which website is better, isn't it? Website, site A is better because customers and 153,172,000 minutes on it. Opposed to, you can paraphrase this any way you want. Opposed to website. Oh, I should have asked you, by the way. What do you guys think? Website A or B? Which is better? The website A or website B? Like B, where they spend 54,000. You can write that however long you want. And minutes and purchased 50,389 thousand worth of goods. Rather than the website A's, what's it called? How much did they make? 29,926. One, you can, make this money, but it's already there. Okay, so in a nutshell, we have done our simple basic statistics. Does anybody have any question about what we've done here? Or it's understandable because, guess what? If you've never done this before, you have to go and practice. Practice will make perfect. Okay, so is it clear? Yes, or do you have questions? Ask it. Is it clear? Or you got questions? You guys can ask any question you want, by the way. So is it clear or do you have questions? Okay, it's clear? All right, that's good then. So I see that your formative assessment is going to be wonderful. You can create pivot tables, you can do summation, look here. You can see. So when you need to, you can just play with this. Just if go around and play around with this table in your spare time. The more you practice, the better you're going to get. Thank you, Azar. Okay, so let me take that away, my screen share, so we can continue.